Welcome back to Finnegan's Farm, welcome back to our YouTube channel and welcome back to our Workshop Wednesday. My name is Paul and this is our team.
Hello, I'm Marco, I love to weld. This is Bruce, this is Blake, them is two best to do.
Hello, I'm Mick and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Cathal Russell, I'm the other mechanic.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos and comment what you want. Just put it in the comments list and we'll get back. So, in for repair today we have our JCB 4220, we have our Steyr Terrus 300. We also have a front attachment there to the Manitou and there's a few other bits and pieces going on here in the workshop. So just before we get started there, we would like to thank everyone there who wished us all the best in Ireland's Fittest family, which took place last weekend. A great show for everyone to watch. It was great for us as well as a family to be involved in it, and we'd really like to thank everyone for their good wishes. So you would have seen a big change there in the workshop from its usual state to where it was Sunday evening there, just before we had the viewing of Ireland's Fittest family. We had a big screen set up, we had hay bales all around the place, we had loads of people came down to view it, and we'd really like to thank all our family and friends who came to and supported us on the evening there. We watched it here in full and actually we had a great evening there, so thanks very much to everyone. And we would also like to thank Nina Carberry, who was our coach on the day and who actually we had great fun doing it with her, so thanks very much to Nina as well. So first of all we're going to head over to Cathal. So we're just going to head over to Cathal here. It actually was his birthday on Monday, so happy birthday. But I have a small little present here. It's probably from some of the comments there the last day on the channel anyway. So actually this is his present. So happy birthday, Cathal.
Thank you very much.
I hope you stick to what it says here on the sign there.
We might be like it's a dog sitting over in the bowl corner on it.
Yeah, so he's in the bowl corner for a while. Anyway, more down to the serious business. What's going on here with the Fastrac?
Yeah, so we're looking at a slight reissue with our alternator. Well, it's not the alternator itself, but the bracket. I'm trying to stick to my motto here.
Yeah.
But, anyways, this used to be part of that.
Alright,
for
so
mounting the alternator. I was listening to a little squeak.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking, what was it? And then I looked and I was slacking off the belt and I could pivot the whole alternator. It was only that had been pressed up again at this.
So that looks like a job for the Marco, is it?
Yeah, it is exactly. So it's not too expensive of a thing,
Yeah,
but
not too bad. But it could lead to something if the belt came off, would have shredded the belt maybe, and maybe
yeah,
more so maybe.
It would have done harm to the belt, but it did do harm to the idler pulley beside it and the actual bearing, and it is gone now. So I'm going to try and get out and see if we get a bearing into it. So we don't need the whole pulley.
Anything else then? Any other issues?
Yeah. So I'm listening to a little exhaust leak and
Little whistle?
A little tiny bit of a whistle, and as soon as I opened up the bonnet I was just looking at this here jingling about. So what I have to do now is take the whole, I can just lift up the turbo enough. Well actually I'll try and get the stud out of the turbo still on it. Okay. And then I can lift it up just enough to change the gasket and get a new bolt in it, hopefully. But right. Broken bolts in exhaust manifolds are always different cases.
I see it's in the spot here where the 3650 was there. It must be
it's
moving into this corner here in the workshop here. Well, generally the 36 sat in that corner there, but it's been
for restoration.
Yeah, it's in for restoration. Hopefully it's not in for restoration now at this stage. It's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit early. So only 5 year old, so
yeah.
Well, actually looks not too bad. Now of course, once the tractor comes in, Cathal just happened to spot but this was kind of hanging off of it. Now of course, who else would be other than John B, but look, it's sorted now anyway, so tight with that.
So I'd like to thank Robert Russ for sending on these photos. Callum still doesn't know these are up, so Callum, I hope you're enjoying these and you're watching them here. He is 5 years old with the Fastrac, with the John Deere overalls on him, but he still has the Fastracs, JCBs around him. And this is his first John Deere. I'd say he's going drawing a bit of dung with that now. Here he is, hand in the workshop chair. He's the headphones on, as I'd say Robert was making a bit of noise. And here he is fixing his international. Sure, he's nearly on it as long as Mick is. And then he's just checking the tracks and making sure all his greasing points are greased up and ready to go. And here's a more recent one of him playing with his grandfather's 674 International that he owned from you in 1977. And we used to give Cathal a few treats there to keep him going in the workshop. So happy birthday, Cathal. Hope you enjoy these and hope everyone else does, because we did.
So one small job we had to do there with our Grimme Harvester was we have a chopper on the front of it, which is attached now. It's not attached with this Euro 2 attachment. It's with this quick attach, which is off actually a quickie loader. So the attachment is the same as this. Now, the problem we were having was that how do we get it maybe safely onto the tractor rather than lifting it with the Manitou here, which is really what we were using with straps and that, and it was a little bit dangerous, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, it's too dangerous in the field. Oh.
Yeah, so what we've done is we've bought this quick attach bracket here, €320 including the VAT, and with that then we've bought brackets here, which is the Euro 2 brackets, which we've manufactured when Mark was done it here, welded the plates onto the side of it here, so now we can safely pick it up with the Manitou, and now we can safely pick up the chopper, which will sit here directly right onto these brackets here, and then we can pop it up onto the trailer. So far about the job. So you'll probably see much of a job to do it.
No, not was big job, just measurement, you know. 10 times measure, once cut.
So only a small job to Marco here anyway. So you can see him making it up there, and we've sprayed it up there. Caleb sprayed it up this morning there, and it's just far more safer now to have something like that with us.
Me guessing about a present, gonna be her birthday soon. But a 4-star dinner ain't no real big winner, cause she likes to eat at the greasy spoon. Flowers and her thing, it's too early for a ring, she don't like to wear perfume. She says take me to the Speedway, East Tennessee way, Sunday afternoon. Let's go to the racetrack, watch those engines run, that's all she wants to do, it's her way of having fun. She loves the noise and loves the boys, going round and round. Let's go to the racetrack, cause she don't like downtown. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Too tight, too loose, and getting in the groove, cutting tires and gas and go.
Okay, Mick just casually reading the newspaper of a Sunday morning.
Right, okay, we're going to head over to Mick here. He's over here with the tractor, and we'll see what he's at. So in the workshop today we have a new addition to the fleet. It's a John Deere 7820. Now we have one of these currently, very kind of same model on the farm. Really nice tractor, you know, kind of an all-rounder tractor, well able to carry, you know, big loads there, and we have it in the box trailer there. So just going to go through it here now with the two boys. We don't really know that much. It looks straight enough, the tractor from the outside, but we have found a few issues, as you generally will when you bring them in. First one here, Mick has it.
Tell me, Phillian, what happened?
Driving up the road on the way back, doing the test drive, next thing was bang, and a load of white dust and everything flying back up at me. Now there's plenty of dust in underneath the bonnet, but we had an intercooler hose blow off.
Busted clip.
Yeah, so
straightforward enough.
So that one is straightforward enough. The next thing we know was it wasn't a very comfortable ride out on the way home, was it?
No, I think I hurt my ribs on the way home. Just bounce, 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 bounce. But
front suspension.
We have no front suspension on it at all. But we'll get that sorted because it's just laying down.
So sitting down on the pan rods there, and that's what's probably just your bottom and maybe on it there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's completely bottomed out, so we just have to get it sorted.
There's showing a fault on the dash anyway.
Yeah. Anything else then, Mick? Have you seen anything that's kind of
no,
no indicators?
Indicators we have, but they're not flashing.
Okay.
We've no hazards.
No hazards.
I haven't got to the bottom of that so far. I'm trying to find out if the flasher unit is separate or in the ECU.
Yeah.
Johnny's checking it for me at the minute.
Right, okay. 2006 mod, we think, in around that, has a northern reg on it, but apart from that, like the tractor itself looks fairly straight. You know, good, nice interior on it, nothing kind of too shabby about it in there. A little bit of wear maybe on the back linkages and pins and bushings there, but nothing that we can't tidy up anyway. So look, we're just going to have a quick overview of it here first, and we'll probably find a few more bits as we go along, but look, it's part of the fleet now, so we just have to look after it, isn't that it? So as you can see, we have our Steyr 300, the Terrus in here, and it's due a service. They came up there on the screen there for a bit of a service. We booked in there with the lads in Mid Louth, and Philip has come out this morning there to do a service on it. Now, just on it's at 3,000 hours. What are you looking for there for a service on?
Well, it's 3,000 hours, so it's really a 6,600 hour service. So it's only a minor, your engine oil, your fuel filters and hydraulic filters. Now, there's 3 hydraulic filters on a CVT. The ones we're changing are our CVT hydrostat filter and our hydraulic pump filter. The suction one is done every 1,200 hours. So that kind of saves you, saves you a bit of time there.
So that'll be on the next service.
So
then
your next service will be 3,600 hours. That'll be your full
service.
Full service. Blow out the air filters, check your lights, do the front hub oil because it's 50k, so there's brakes in them. And just go around the tractor and grease
you
it.
have it jacked up here just to check the bushings
jacked up there, just to move my wheels. But as I was moving them, you can see there's a bit of play there. And whether that's pin or bushings, you don't know until you take it apart.
Right. Not as obvious on this side, but
not as obvious that side,
definitely
but more
obvious
so
on that side. So that's something we're just going to have to maybe order up and have. Now you have a small little bit of an air leak. I think Caleb
says.
There's
a little bit of there's an air leak in the back. I've yet to investigate that. There's an oil leak on the side of the engine. I'll have to power wash that down.
So now it's time for
tips and tricks.
Tractor's going fine.
Yeah, no, she's a grey haired machine here. So yeah, well look, should we get them few bits done on it and get her back on the road again, isn't it?
Yeah,
thanks, Philip. So this week's tips and tricks is a hot glue gun. Now, very useful there, especially on panels like this. This one actually happens to be off the 7820, the tractor that we have currently bought. Now, it's cracked there in 2 places. Look, you could buy the panel, but it just has 2 hairline cracks in it here, and Mick has just the glue gun. It's an ordinary Parkside one, nothing too fancy, so isn't it, not Mick?
No, does the job.
Mid-Lyle job.
Yeah. Is Mid Louth his?
They all the Parkside do them.
Yeah.
Generally
No, little I think, is it? I'm not sure.
I think you're right. Yeah,
we won't be advertising.
Okay, so we're just going to use it up
But
and down.
it's handy, it's quick, which is the main thing. You're not hanging around for ages for it to set.
Yeah.
And you can doctor it afterwards. If you use the tip of that, you can go back over.
You can heat across and muck it again. The only disadvantage Mick was saying is the colour does go a little white, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter in there, the back.
Yeah, it's in the back. But so if you just want to cool it down a bit there, you can put the little air blower, not too hard on it.
Get rid of the hair.
Quick, isn't it?
Yeah, a couple of minutes. I'd say it depends on how hot you put it on to. The important thing there is clean it beforehand.
Yeah, so what you clean it with contact cleaner?
I clean it with contact cleaner and then I give it a rub of, just a rough emery, just to give it a bite.
Yeah. Now, as you can see in this one here, it's completely rock hard. And this one is starting to set. Once you see it going white there, it's... You can trim that up after, Mick, can you?
Ah, yeah. Leave it a bit tidy. Yeah, blade.
What do you think of this though, Mike? For like 12 o'clock at night when you'd be stuck in the spray harvest on a Saturday night.
Where'd you get that?
Look at that. That's Paul.
They get broken.
Oh, sure, look. No, if you only use them at 12 o'clock at night and you're stuck. Look at that. Groovy.
Back of your car.
You could use that as... Yeah, well, that's true. We do it for a good number plate, like that. So like if you're in on the walk like that. Jesus, it doesn't. You're stuck under there on your few wee bits. It's a job.
The correct answer to last week's mystery tool was in fact an impact driver, and yes, we had a lot of probably correct answers there, but the top 3 correct ones went to, the first 3 actually that came in was Nick Shepherd, Brian McMahon and H, whoever H is anyway. So well done lads, fair play to you. The best comment came in from Shane Duddy, who actually, not alone did he tell us what it was, but he described on how you use it, and Mick here is going to describe how we're going to use it here today. Now there is a small little bit of setting up just to go on.
You have to set them up for loose and not for tighten.
Yeah.
I'll push it again just somewhere to, and if I'm right, you can see that just barely going anti-clockwise.
Yeah.
And if I want to change it, I twist it.
Right.
And that's for tightening. But where these are great, door lock receivers on doors. What was the other one? Break this, as one of the lads said there.
And sometimes they have Torix heads as well.
Yeah. But you can fit whatever. Also, you can put sockets on that.
Okay.
And all you do is, do you want to come around here, Carl? I didn't pick the best place to do this, but anyway, and just give it a. And there we go. Loosen it off. And I got my finger.
And how old does that make?
So yeah, a small
We're just calculating it there.
A small little story. I asked Mick how long has he got, because one of the comments was that the box looked that old. But
Well, it is very old.
But the box actually is very old. Now we've traced it back, and we don't want to give away Mick's age because I know it was about a couple of weeks back, but we reckon it's in around the 50 years of age.
When I was
It's the 50th workshop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, when I was a teenager, I had a Kawasaki motorbike. Great little.
You remember
yacht.
when Mick had long hair when he was a
I did.
teenager? Yeah,
And,
with the Kawasaki
But in
bike.
that era, the Jap bikes came with Phillips screws and all the casings, and you could not get them off with an ordinary screwdriver. You always wrecked the head in the screw. One of
Yeah.
them, never had a problem afterwards.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth holding on to it.
No,
Have
yeah.
you still got the Kawasaki bike?
No, we am here now.
Oh, is he Yamaha now? All right, he's moved on. So this week's mystery tool is this, but not alone. I know a lot of people might recognise this, Mick, won't they?
I'll just show them.
But what do we want to know?
How many different ways you can measure with it?
Okay, so put them in the comments list, guys. Get them in there. And don't be all copying each other, all right? Stand up for yourself there now and make a statement there. First 3 answers will be on the board there next week. Best of luck. So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos there. You will get a notification and it is free. So from everyone here at Finnegan's Farm, we'll talk to you all next Wednesday.